Hello Natural Beauties, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Nat and today we are doing an Empties video. So we are doing 2026 no buy and I have saved these over the past several months. So let's see what we actually got through. We're going to start with makeup products. This was one thing that I was determined to finish this past year, and this is one of my favorite lip gloss brands. This is Tower 28 and it is in the color XOXO. It was just a simple little pink lip gloss. It just gave you like a kiss of color. But the reason I wanted to finish it is because the applicator broke. So I was really just bummed, but I was also really glad to finish such expensive product, because I would say that's like maybe $18, $24 a lip gloss, which is expensive in my book. So we finished that. And then we have some eyelashes. These are Ardell lashes. They are baby dimmies and then number 600s. And one of them just fell, but I'm not going to pick it up. So you can see where I have just used them over and over, and I'll get a good like 5 to 15 uses on some lashes. I did have issues with this one right here, and I love this kind of this style of lash, but it just would not stay. And you can see where I just kept trimming it and trimming it. So like that, maybe I could put it more towards the outside of my eye. But eventually I just got tired of fighting with it. So I was like, all right, I've used you a few times, so you got to go. Now, some of those lashes are from an old, what are they called? No, not Ardell, an old advent calendar that I got with lashes in it. And they had one of these. I think it had this one in there as far as like lash glue, and I used it, and it just got like really kind of like gummy, and it also started turning like clear, and I didn't want to risk it being that it was so close to my eyes. So I'm not going to use this anymore. I have other lash glue items, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this because I've had that advent calendar for at least like 3 years, and this was already open. So I was like, high risk infection, so we're going to get rid of that. And then I did use this one for a while, but it is pretty much empty. So that's done. And then mascaras. I used to be very strict about a new mascara every 3 months, but I'm going to go ahead and try and stretch that out to 6 months. So this is the mascara that I was using. It is the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. And I liked it. It was, you know, it was okay. That's what the brush looks like right there. But since I used that for 6 months, I am now rolling in this one right here. And this is also Maybelline. It is the Colossal Bubble Mascara. And I actually really like that. That's what I have. I really like this. It's what I have on my lids or my lashes right now. And here's the brush. And I really like it. I think this is 2 coats, and sometimes I'll do more. You know, I start at the base and kind of like wiggle it, jiggle it, tease, and then I'll just pull them up, and then I'll add more layers to like the topper parts. Oh my gosh, I swear I know how to speak English, guys. But then I'll add additional layers to my top parts of my lashes, and I really like this. So we'll use this for 6 months and then see what we get after that. Now I do have 2 perfumes, and I got these from Ulta. These are usually, I want to say like $27, $29, but I got them on sale, and I want to say each of them was about $18, $19. This is Pistachio Brulee and number 001. This is number 085, Riz de Mango or Mango. And I used this one, it's kind of gross, because the color was kind of yucky. It was almost like this color over here, like cream. And my son said it looked like pimple juice, and it kind of grossed me out. But it did smell good, so I was like, you know what? I need to hurry up and finish my pimple juice perfume. That's how he called it. So I was like, you know what? We're going to finish that, and we're never going to buy it again, because I refuse to spray pimple juice on myself. But I did like this pistachio one. I actually have another one, but I like those. They do stay on fairly well. You know, that's how I grade my scents and fragrances. How long do they stay on? And those actually last a little better than some of my higher end ones. Now, that pistachio one I used in adjacent to these two items, which are also empty. This is the EOS Pistachio Cream Lotion and the Dove Butter Pecan Body Wash. And these were really good. This did have, and the pistachio as well, it took some acclimating, you know. It smelled better after it dried down on the skin. I also finished this Nivea, and this is Deep Nourishing Lotion. And I love Nivea, but I had an issue with this particular lotion because I don't know what it has in it that makes it turn this color, but it stained some of my favorite socks. I love Brooks running socks, and I had some white ones, and I'll usually put lotion on and then put socks on right away, and it stained my white socks. So I was a little butthurt about that. So I won't buy that particular Nivea again, but I do like Nivea in general. One more beauty item here. This is by Gourmand, and it's a little facial spray, or like setting spray. And I'm tempted to keep this bottle, but part of the reason I want to use up as much stuff as possible is so I can get rid of stuff. And I do have Urban Decay All-Nighter spray. It's a travel one, and I like the sprayer on that one. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one, and then I'll just keep that Urban Decay one. So like that I can slip it in my purse or travel with it or whatever. But I finished that. Also, this Mielle Avocado Anti-Frizz Shampoo. I also have the conditioner, but I had kind of added like some other conditioners into the bottle because it pumped real well. So that's still in my shower, but here is the shampoo. You will probably see the conditioner in the next, you know, Empties video. That is my least favorite Mielle shampoo and conditioner, and not only did it not smell good, but I don't feel like it did anything for my frizzy hair either. Now, I do love this Curlsmith bonding oil. It smells so good, and it only requires very, very little. Now, it is recommended or suggested for like your curls, but when I was straightening my hair, you know, I tend to get a little dry at the ends, like I just blow dried it, and I would use this on the ends of my hair, and it just smells so good, but it is a little expensive, but I love that hair oil. Also, I finished this Aveeno facial cleanser, and I mean, it's okay. It's Aveeno, but it did not get off all of my eye makeup, especially like when I would wear lashes or like liquid liner. But usually we need to go in after a facial wash anyways. But, you know, I've been using those like makeup towels or whatever, and even with that, it didn't necessarily remove all of my makeup. Now, I do have two masks here. They're the same masks. I got this from the K-Beauty store in my local mall, and they were collagen hydrogel masks with Damascus rose extract. And there's two of them here. I think that I got these from the K-Beauty. Maybe they're from Ulta, but I'm not sure. But I had two of those, and I used those up. And then lastly, if you watched my 2026 Project Pan video, I had, or not Project Pan, but my 2026 no buy, I had these sugar-free flavoring syrups in there because I have so many of them and I don't use them all the time. But I finished two, so I was really proud of myself about that. And, you know, we have maybe like another 4 or 5 of those to go. So that is everything that I have finished in the past few months. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.